recording. Hey everyone, welcome back to our first episode of the Tales of Manus Fatorum. If you're just joining us, we have arrived at Pantal's family villa in the mountainside overlooking the city of Westgate. Then the party has just made introductions, had a dinner party that was very nice, and they just buried 3 of the remains of the children that they were able to rescue from a lair of an aboleth. There's a lot more exposition. If you want it, go see part 1. But for now, we're gonna soldier on. So, you guys have just finished burying the children. You are currently outside of the manor. Is there anything you would like to do before taking a long rest?
Is Fairy still up?
Oh, boy.
I will say that without too much trouble, you will be able to find your sister's quarters.
Is she up and about though, or is she like in her quarters? Or?
It's not super late. Your parents go to bed before 8 o'clock.
I guess I will. Well, her quarters are shared with Martin, so they're probably both in there, so that's redundant.
You were looking up marriage counseling.
I will knock at Fairy's door and.
Okay. After knocking a few times, the door opens, and there is your oldest sister, Fairy. She is a woman in her early 40s, but still rather attractive, and she has shockingly pink highlighter-colored hair, which is about down to her shoulders. Pantal, is there something you needed?
I was just hoping we could catch up a bit if you have some time. I'm probably not going to be around for more than a day or two. I have to get this fixed, and then I'll probably be on our way to solve the problems that we ran into or created.
Well, certainly there's nothing I'm really doing at the moment, and she will step outside. You see that she is still in her dinner robes and closes the door, and you guys start going for a walk.
We have dinner robes. We're that. So I was wondering how have things been around here, Fairy?
Oh, well, Mother and Father have been around more since Mother officially retired a few years ago. Martin and the boys and I moved in about a year ago to help with the boys' schooling, and as Mother boasted, Timothy was able to get a mastership over the past month. You just missed him by a few weeks, as a matter of fact. Kyrus he's having a bit more trouble, but he's always been more spirited.
Yeah, is Kyrus working with the master right now, or?
Oh, no. He is still in the preparatory phase.
That's good. Yeah, I know the whole dragon thing. That scared me. Party of that dragon coming in there, but
he has been working on that very, very hard. But if you know what to look for, it's not quite as disconcerting as all that.
Yeah, it was some impressive work, though. Has he been trending towards like any? What type of thing is that dragon considered magic-wise?
Transmutation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not up on my schools. So I was wondering Tabitha's off in the field doing work. What have you been up to? Have you been making any strides in some fields or anything, or?
Unfortunately not. I've been trying to keep busy and help Father with certain little projects and Mother and all that sort of thing. But mostly it's been a good amount of reading, which I love. So I can't really complain, and I get to spend time with my family.
Yeah, but you've been spending time with them for almost 40 years now. What is your personal projects? Like, what are you looking to pursue from all this? You've read all these books and you've gotten all this knowledge now. What do you mean to put it towards?
Well, as you know, I, similar to Father, studied under a evocation master, and so, I mean, explosions are fun. What can I say? But I mean, we're in a time of peace, and so there's not really a large need for that at the moment. And I mean, I'm helping Father with the I believe he showed you the golem that they're building. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing that. I'm not being entirely idle.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like with Kyrus, it might be good to like get him out there. Like, I mean, does he have his own? He has his own unseen servant, doesn't he? As well. Like,
Well, of course.
we're kind of living a bit of a spoiled, posh life here, and like when you go out, it's so different out there sometimes.
Well,
Maybe he's just
that's not even what worries me about Kyrus. You see, So when we moved here, he started the public schooling in Westgate, which of course has an amazing academy for the arcane, but there's a certain crowd he fell into that have a bit of an attitude, and you will know Pantal, that his kind of like, hey, what's wrong? What's up? He was not talking like that 2 years ago.
I was about to say that accent was like, what?
No, that is something he picked up recently. And also, he started going by Kai instead of Kyrus. It's honestly a headache, and his grades on it, I am a little concerned. I mean, he loves his project. He loves what he loves to do, but everything else has sort of, well, fallen by the wayside. And I don't know what exactly I should do to help.
I mean, I wish I had answers for you, but I don't even have kids of my own yet. So
you're not even 10 years older than Kyrus yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, I had the Temple of Acid and all that, and I was so busy with all my blah, 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 you're the chosen one, all these great things, or you need to know all these things kind of thing, but yeah, but I wish I could help you with Kyrus. I mean, and how's Martin handling with all this?
I can tell that he is getting restless. I mean, I'm fully aware that this is our family, and while he's been included to an extent, it's not something he has ever really grown used to.
I mean, yeah, he had a family before with like the druids, but like it's not the same, and he was out there around more. I think he might just be feeling a bit trapped by being too restricted, but then again, you gotta take care of your kids too.
That is certainly the truth. But I mean, it's just very difficult to walk away from the opportunities that Westgate has for us, thorns and all.
I mean, there's plenty of opportunities out there. I made a name for me and my friends have made names for ourselves in Baldur's Gate. It took some work, but wherever you go, magical skill is valued and sought after. We have a very...
Didn't you say that Master Sophia Nod was in that area?
Yeah, she's out at Baldur's Gate as a interim. She was going through the library there. I think she had plans to go to the Moonshade Isles eventually too, but there's been some stuff going on in Baldur's Gate that she ended up following up on, so that's been put on hold. But
you see your sister's eyes light up at the mention of Sophie, as well as the Moonshade Isles, and she says, "Well, that's quite interesting. But again, having children is it can be restricting at times."
Well, I mean, Timothy's off on his own. Kyrus is getting older now. He can travel and
you would have me send my 17-year-old son out into the wilderness.
not on his own, but I mean, he can travel with expeditions now. You can have a bit more autonomy. Maybe you or Martin would be there, but it would also get him away from the group he's running into here if you find something he would want to travel for then.
Perhaps.
Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, was there a good transmutation master somewhere? Is there a city I know of that has a good transmutation master, or have we not backstopped
Honestly,
that?
you're pretty out of touch.
But yeah, I mean,
Traveling.
you could look for someone who does the kind of things that the transmutation magic that he does. I know there's I don't know if he does it, but there was a vendor we ran into in Baldur's Gate who sold us a folding boat, which seems to follow the same kind of magic that Kyrus is developing. So maybe you can find whoever made that, or if he made that. And there's some good reading at Baldur's Gate too, if you ever head that way.
That's certainly something I can look into, assuming Mother doesn't throw a complete conniption. But
I mean, she'll live. It's a horrible way of saying it, but I left, Tabitha's left. I mean, it's just, well, come back, try to stay around as much as we can, but sometimes you get into things like me with my party trying to save people, save towns, do good, and then Tabitha off trying to do good by protecting shadow crossings. It's just, I mean, you know how they were too when they were younger. They were all over the place and
yes,
blowing stuff up and protecting stuff. And
I have heard the stories longer than you have.
yeah, just something to think about and get out and maybe see if get Kyrus away. I'm interested in, because I know no, maybe something else. Never mind.
All right. Well, I think it's time for me to retire. I will think about what you've said.
That's it. Have a good night, and hopefully we'll be around for a few days, but we might not be. And
yeah, and before you leave, she just grabs your hand and she leans forward and says, "And I'll tell Martin not to leave his dirty work to you in the future." And just pats your hand and walks back to her room.
I freaking knew it. I knew it.
No!
No!
I hit the camera
Ruined!
by accident!
Ruined!
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I don't care too much.
Okay.
It's our first episode. Things are not going to be perfect. So,
All right, you're playing a different character now.
So, as I go to bed tonight, I want to talk to Tin.
all right.
Dun-dun.
So, Tin,
Yeah?
you and Asan were in some circles back in Water's Deep, weren't you?
Circle. Yeah.
But it's a circle of a specific subtype of circles, which isn't that great of a circle to be in.
What's up?
Well, it appears that my nephew is in some questionable circles too. You hear the whole accent of his that's not his normal
Oh, yeah,
accent.
the one that sounds really stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's faking it, like he's really trying too hard. I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about that I could do to help him, or anything that would help get him out of that kind of lifestyle. Or, I mean, he is passionate about his flying paper dragon of scare the crap out of us.
Well, I mean, I can honestly say that I'm not the best counselor. I'm not the best therapist. But just from my own experiences, this sort of lashing out comes from feeling like you're not understood at home. like he's trying to get attention, and he's just not going about it the right way, but he doesn't know it, so he's just going to keep going and going into the rabbit hole until he can't find his way back out, and then he's going to make one big mistake that's going to drive him from his home, and then is going to regret it for a really long time, and then hopefully he'll find his way back to some semblance of self-respect. But there's always going to be that nagging feeling in the back of his head that says, what if I did something wrong, and what could I have done better, and how can I apologize to my mom about all the stuff that I probably put her through.
Tin's projecting a bit here, I feel.
Yeah, Tin, you seem like such an expert. I don't know if I can handle this, repeating all this. Maybe you should talk to Kairos for me, because you seem to know it so well. I just can't.
I mean, but he's not going to respect me. He doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know, and I disguised self into you. Depends all. Okay, it wouldn't work.
All right, but that. So.
But I mean, the best thing I can say right now is, I mean, I could try to help you, but I don't know why he would listen to me.
Yeah.
But just try to you have to find a balance. Try to figure out how to make him understand that his family cares about him, I suppose. Because he's feeling awkward, I think, with because I don't mean to be rude, but it doesn't sound like your mom had the greatest respect for the folding stuff, for the it didn't sound like she really approved. And if you can figure out how to steer him into something that combines what he likes with what the rest of you guys will like, then that might be the best way to start fixing the rift. And we could also go find the riffraff that he's been hanging with and like scare them with lasers and fire.
Yeah, that's definitely. I should just talk to him and find out his point of view. Thanks for the advice, Tin. I knew I could trust you with knowledge.
Yeah, anytime. And if you have no knowledge of people,
I have no knowledge of. I have knowledge of people, just not the best knowledge of people, especially of people of the side of society of which I never had an opportunity to find out about.
Right. Call me if you need me to help you with lasers or therapy.
Okay.
Cool.
Maybe I should ask Keelan, because he can probably steal something, although he just get caught.
Okay. To be fair,
Not like once so far.
as you were saying earlier,
You
I
could've
was in certain circles, so I could maybe help with that too.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot I have the skills to find out that stuff. I'm an urban bounty hunter. I just need to get a bounty, put all those guys down.
I've got 10 gold to my name that I'm willing to spend.
All right, well, that is it. Sweet dreams, Tin.
All right. Bye. So as I was saying, Hassan, now.
As I was saying, Hassan, back to sleep.
Do you want to jump into that conversation, Tim?
It can
Before we
wait
all go to sleep, I was gonna dump my spells into healing those who are still hurt.
And I'm gonna do some healing spells. We can just do that while they're doing Tin's thing.
Because I got 7 spells still.
So for you viewers,
Ridiculous.
I have a homebrew rule that long rests do not allow players to recover hit points. They can spend hit dice to recover hit points, and they will get half their hit dice total back at the end of a long rest. However, the traditional rule of regaining all hit points after a long rest does not exist in this campaign. So basically, that when people are saying that they're using all their unused spell slots to heal, that's why. Meanwhile, back to Tin. What would you like to do?
So if I can, first before, like I meet with Hassan or whatever, I know I didn't. I know we didn't actually agree on a meeting spot, but I assume like I would have said my room or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I would have, in the time that I had, I would have tried to use my ritual casting to alarm the windows and the walls for and the doors for anyone not Asan and I.
Okay.
And it would also alarm the area outside of the door.
Okay.
And it's a silent alarm to let me know
Okay.
what's going on.
When one of the unseen servants comes into your room.
Damn it. No!
Can unseen servants spy? They can't talk, right?
You don't know. Meanwhile, so Asan enters this incredibly fortified room of yours.
Hold
So,
on.
what do you want to talk about?
Okay, so this is going to be really, 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 really stupid of me. You said that your whatever can always listen in and is aware, but not always paying attention.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I should know to not draw attention? Like, obviously, no lasers and stuff like that, but like because this conversation I feel is a little bit sensitive.
I mean, it's not so far. What? Draw attention from? Wait, your person or mine?
To the conversation, to the exchange of information.
I don't think mine cares.
It might. Hassan, you were saying earlier about how you sort of viewed your situation as a double-edged sword, that you like the power, but you don't like the commands, the constant instructions. Am I right?
They're inconvenient, and I've done some things that I wouldn't have chosen to do otherwise, but overall it's not the worst deal I've ever made.
What if I could figure out... I have no idea how this will work. I don't know if it's possible. It probably isn't. What if we could figure out how to get you on my side of the fence? You were saying how the grass is greener. I don't get these constant commands. I don't get the instructions. I got one communication a while ago, and it wasn't a command. It was a heads up. I don't mean to convert you if that's what you're thinking. I don't. If you don't want to, then okay. But if I could help you, because if I'm treading on eggshells, then stop me. But from what I saw during the dream, you got some stuff to work through that I am more than willing to help you with whatever you need.
Wait. Are we talking about the part where you saw my mom die, or are we talking about my patron?
A little bit of both. Are you going after Frederick?
Wait, who the fuck is Frederick?
The guy who killed your mother.
Oh, is that what that guy's name is?
Yeah, you heard those stories about the heroes who slew the Sloth King. That was one of them. He's the one who's been going around making the laws that tieflings can't be on the Sword Coast. That is why we're in the situation to begin with.
Uh-huh.
Did you? Oh boy, I just started something. Okay. Muscle
Wait,
through it.
But he's dead, right?
No, he's very much alive. He's been going around pretending to be some sort of noble hero.
At this
killing
point,
dragons.
completely disregarding what you're saying, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a crystal orb, and she just focuses on it, and the orb and her eyes turn black. And after about a minute or so, her eyes turn back to normal.
What was that?
That was me checking to see if this fucker is still alive. I'm not getting anything from him.
No,
Frederick undead.
that something's up with your powers. Then, I and my friends went to him. We had an honorable duel where we got our asses handed to us, but we tried.
If my powers weren't working, how could I find that fucking sword that Astrid's carrying around now?
I don't know. Maybe Frederick has some sort of protection. He is a big deal on the Sword Coast, so maybe he has some favor to him, like where he can't be seen with magic. I don't know.
So you're pretty damn certain that this fucker is alive?
Yes, or at least active. I don't know. There's been a lot of conflicting standards of alive, but he's active. There's someone walking around with the name Frederick who is pretty close to the same person who was in the dream, and he is why we're in this situation, why tieflings are not allowed with the racist laws.
He's the one who passed all those fucking laws.
He's the one who's been going around making all things, convincing people with his dragon slaying prowess that apparently he can slay dragons single-handedly. So what I'm just focus this on. What I'm telling you is that I am willing to help you in whatever capacity I can get your rightful revenge on this guy and get a better situation with your powers, if I can.
I need some time to think about this, Tin.
Of course.
I thought he was dead when I couldn't find him. And now you're telling me that not only is he alive, he's responsible for banning all of the tieflings from a good quarter of the world.
Yeah. Please, Asan, just talk to me before you do anything. We tried, and I think I was knocked down in an instant.
Tin, roll a persuasion check.
All right. Okay, what is my modifier? Wow, this is a weird feeling of actually educating an NPC. Persuasion. Why am I not proficient in this? Why didn't I?
Because you're deceptive.
I chose bad proficiencies. That's going to be a 13.
Okay. You see that she was about to walk out the door. She pauses for a moment, and you just perceive the slightest nod, and she just leaves.
I'm an idiot. Why am I not learning from my mistakes? Why? This is what I need help with. This is what I need you to... Can you learn from her situation, please? Can you help me in this? I'm trying to do some good here. I'm trying to do what you told me. I'm trying. I'm really trying. And I appreciate the dreams. I appreciate the heads up. But don't... You've got to know me by now. I need guidance on this. I need to know that I'm not doing more harm than good, or else I can't be whatever you want me to be anymore. I take out the book. Give me a sign. Was that a good thing to do? You can obviously see the future. Is this going to come back to hurt her? Did I just doom her?
there's sort of sign or manifestation of magic that you can notice.
This is why I'm still having trust issues with this whole situation. I'll keep doing what I want. I'll keep trying to do good, but God damn it, if I'm not frustrated. Maybe I'll try to find out what she's got in the magic department. Maybe if I don't get some answers, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Think about that. All right? I'll put the book away and prepare for bed.
Okay. And with that, all of you can roll the hit dice, all the healing that you want.
Good.
Oof. I've been waiting for that scene.
Yep. Why would she not know? She's well connected and smart.
Because she scryed on him and nothing came up, which means he's dead.
What's wrong with him?
He's just shielded.
Probably.
Maybe not. It's not really Frederick.
Maybe he's dead.
Rickman would know if it wasn't him.
No, it's not. Oh, I know. Well, I think I know. I probably don't, but I think I know.
There's
All right,
a
I use
possibility that you do, but it's pretty. I'm pretty proud of this particular twist. So good luck.
I'm gonna message you all of my tinfoil theory hats.
We're gonna wake up and it's just gonna be like 8 paragraphs from Tin in the Discord.
Yeah.
Why would you wear your characters a hat?
I was gonna say any hat
Yes,
Tim wears is a tin full hat.
Yep, because I'm weird like that.
So is there anything else anyone would like to do this evening? Have you guys healed up? Do you need any more time or anything like that?
No, we figured it out in chat.
Nope, I used all my stuff.
Perfect.
I just have an early morning thing to do tomorrow.
Okay, well you guys...
Yeah, I still had plenty of spells, but everyone's healed up. Everyone got healed up.
Yep. Now viewers, this is why I have my rule. Because even with the rule, they're still frickin' fine.
Can I ask Asim how they communicate with Cal? Since I didn't get
Asim is
currently underwater.
Oh, not Asim, sorry.
Or Sariel.
Do you mean-
Sariel.
It seems under mountain.
Okay, so
Mountain
you're
water.
going to talk to Sariel.
Yeah.
Okay. You are, without too much trouble, you're able to locate where both she and Kiao are actually staying together. And you give a knock, and it is Sariel who opens the door. Yes?
Hey, can you come out here? I just need to talk to you for just a split second.
She steps out and closes the door behind her.
Okay, good. So I was just wondering, we were having that little issue earlier of Kiao doesn't speak common, I guess. How do you guys talk to her? How y'all communicate as a party?
Well, before we were able to rely on Asim to communicate. He is by far the most knowledgeable in languages, and he and Kiao had developed a sort of number of hand signals which we have been beginning to pick up on, but without him communication has been a struggle.
Gotcha. So you guys struggle with that too. Okay. I mean, just one more quick question before, and I'll leave you at this. I promise. Have you noticed her messing around with a horn or anything, or looking at it longingly or anything like that? Like a big, it's a black horn. Have you seen her with it?
No.
That's not the answer I was hoping for.
Still a chance. There's still a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Well, okay. Well, that's all I wanted, I guess. I have something to speak to her about, but as you can tell, it's rather difficult. So, but thank you anyway for your time. I'll
What
let you.
are your intentions toward Kiao?
What do you mean?
Do you
What do you-
really not know what I mean?
I mean, kind of like what do you want to know here? Be a little more upfront about what you're wanting to know.
Do you wish to establish something lasting?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't got to talk to her yet, right? So it would be hard to know that at this point. But do I want to get to know her? Yeah, I do.
Roll me a persuasion check there, Astrid.
Oh, this is gonna... Come on. 12. Could have been worse. I'm not mad at that.
It's not a 1.
No, it's not a 1. I didn't get hit.
She looks you over very thoroughly.
I flex.
Mhm. Yeah, you actually feel your skin starting to get dry.
Damn it. I forgot.
And she says, I won't stand in your way at this point, but you and your friends have already caused one of our number to be separated from our group. If I get the feeling that this should happen again, intentionally or otherwise, I will make sure that there are repercussions.
Astrid chuckles a little bit. I'm gonna go to kind of wrap my arm around her shoulder and
Roll me a grapple check.
okay.
No fighting in my house.
It's got a 9.
Ooh,
Jesus.
what a time to roll a
She's
2.
a fighter too, so she'll probably beat it.
Yeah, your arm approaches, but she just sort of almost just uses your momentum against you, and suddenly is behind you.
I just turn and laugh again and just be like, keep in mind, we're also the ones that saved your life. But in particular, not I mean this in the most respectful way, but I don't think you could stop me if you wanted to, unfortunately.
I may not have had control of my body during that battle with the aboleth, but I do have my memories. And I have brought down a number of much larger beasts than you by myself.
Didn't bring down that aboleth though.
No, and neither did you.
I mean, my axe was in its head. Look, well, I'm not trying to get into a pissing contest here with you. All I'm saying is that you could be a little grateful that we saved y'all's lives, just a little, and on top of that, like, there's obviously, like, I'm not trying to separate your party, but if Kiao was if we get to that point and Kiao was happy and she wants to leave, it's none of your business what she does. If that's what makes her happy, that's what she can do, and you have no right to stop her. And quite frankly, you won't stop me from doing anything I want to do. So your best bet is to be a friend, be a good one, and support her. That's what I do with my friends.
Roll me another persuasion check with advantage.
Damn it. Come on. 10.
Barbarians.
Astrid, this is not good at this.
Alright, she gives you another look. Gives you a nod. Kiao is already retired for the evening. I suggest you try tomorrow. And with that, she walks back and closes the door behind her, and you hear the sound of a lock clicking.
I walk off grumbling about how like a lock wouldn't stop me. I could smash that lock, I'd break that door open if I wanted to. But I just go to bed after that.
Alright. And now I believe the long rest is completed.
Yes. Finally.
So,
In the
You
morning.
introduced too many characters at once.
Uh, before we go to bed, I want to talk to you.
I was just gonna say that in the morning I check to see if Hassan is still there, but then after that, if yes, then I just will hush.
okay. Asan is still present in the morning.
I have something to do before breakfast,
Okay.
probably before people are up. I want to go out, like near where we buried them, and find like a big stone, like maybe 2 feet by 2 feet ish or so.
Okay.
And I want to see, can I use stone shaped, like essentially like shape for like kind of smaller size, like headstones almost?
Are you
Kind of
talking about like busts or actually?
Not bust. I'm not that good. I'm
Just
not
like a
that.
little-
But more like a symbol of Lathander or whatever,
Yeah.
maybe like with a name inscribed, if I can do that.
Yeah.
And I want to do 4 of them for the 3 here and 1 to keep with me for when.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check to control your abilities.
Oh, first roll of the morning.
Booyah.
Natural
I'm gonna
20.
get better.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Nice.
All right. So with that in your earlier history roll, you are quite familiar with Lathander and his teachings and also most of the ritualistic procedures. And using your stone shape, you are able to create 4 very beautiful and well done images. They almost look like there's a stand, and on a pedestal is a picture of the sun. And you see that there are multiple rays of just coming out from this orb. And it's interesting because the rock you chose, it almost seems to have some streaks of silver in it. And it seems to just emphasize the motion of the glowing sun. And you successfully make 4 of these.
Awesome. I will place the 3 that we have here and take the 1 and eventually run into Keelan and put it in the bag of holding.
Just how heavy is this tombstone that Pantol's trying to carry around for the rest of the campaign?
It's like 10 pounds maybe.
It's like a 10-pound barbell, yeah.
And it's in the bag of holding.
I thought you said it was 2 foot. Like that's
No.
Well, I just
big
needed a
rock.
big template to work with to make 4 of them.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. I was like,
Because I can only work on
Dang.
1 contiguous piece of stone to start with.
gotcha.
Is part of the thing of the spell.
I'm adding it to the bag.
You should show that to your family. Say this is extra credit.
Yeah, I've stopped having the need to show off to my family for a while, you know.
We have stuff
should-
in here that we should use.
We should maybe show Caius, that boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not as cool as this dragon, but it's a little more functional. Like I can't. When we unfold the boat, is it like a normal boat or is it like a paper boat?
We've
No,
never unfolded it, but it's made out of wood, is what we know.
It is made out of wood, and it is entirely composed of wood.
Okay,
You have
so
a conversation.
yeah,
It's more like a galley, so there's like 4 different places for oars, and each oar would need a person. So you need 8 people to do the biggest boat, but you can also have like the rowboat, which is obviously
Okay.
smaller.
yeah. So we could show him that because, like, obviously, his dragon is like awesome, but material-wise, it's still made out of paper. Maybe he could use stone or something that would be like
But then it
extremely
would be.
intimidating.
I think because when we talked to the shopkeeper, the issue was with the boat, it doesn't have sails because you can only be 1 material. And I think that's probably the same thing with the dragon. The paper is just the easiest to work with.
Lightest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just folding up into like a small thing though. Like, could he not do the same with like rock? I mean, the
He
boat's doing
could,
the same
but
with wood.
It would pop out and then just be a rock and it would just go cunk. Whereas paper, it's light enough that it takes minimum magic to mess with.
And it
I mean, with
flies,
magic,
too.
it could maybe still fly. I mean, we don't know the specifics of what he's doing, or at least I don't. I suppose.
Let's discuss theoretical applications of magic.
I've never seen a flying rock creature.
I
You have
mean-
not lived, Magnum.
Magnum, we're
It's
gonna.
like a levitate spell or something.
It's our next mission. Flying rock creatures finding.
Yes.
I mean, that land shark flew through the air when it jumped out of the land.
That's true. But I would like to talk to him because he seems cool. It seems like he's got like some interesting ideas.
That accent's a bit annoying.
Rude.
I mean, that's just his voice, isn't it? Like,
No,
That's
it
kinda-
is
that's kinda
not
mean,
his
man.
voice. He picked that up while I was gone. Apparently,
oh,
he's
so he just
hanging
like does
with
it on
some-
purpose?
Yeah, it's an intentional thing, and it's
Oh,
So that
I mean, I
makes
could
it even
smack
more
him.
obnoxious.
tell him to stop.
I think that's what his parents are for.
That's not going to work.
Where I come from, I mean, everybody's kind of the parent. Like, a kid didn't smart off to an elder of the village, or he would have got smacked, or she.
Yeah.
So, I have no problem smacking a kid.
Other people might.
Yeah, go ahead and smack the child of like a bunch of wizards and sorcerers and a druid.
I mean, I've saved their son's life. I feel like I get a one get out of jail free card.
When did you save his life?
Pantal.
No, yeah,
Oh,
Pantal.
Just Pantal.
Pantal.
But not,
Like-
I mean,
My life
I don't think that they're going to see it like that. It doesn't translate very well.
We'll just have to see, I guess, when the time comes.
cultural difference.
So you're like, oh, I've saved Pantel's life. I'm gonna slap their kid and get it fine.
I mean, it's not like he's like 10. He's 17. Okay. I wouldn't slap some like little 8-year-old kid, but
So if anybody
maybe I'd
is
slap
like,
him gently.
like close to that age, it's Magnum.
Tin
Oh.
and Keelan are both young too.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's like
Keelan's like 18.
Okay,
19,
Magnum's
18,
19.
19.
Yeah.
Am I the
We're a bunch
oldest?
of unsupervised children.
Yeah.
I think
Around
you are,
world
Pantal.
How old are you, Magnum? Or
19.
Pentel? Pentel,
26.
Oh yeah, you're
How
How old is
definitely the
Astrid?
oldest.
Astrid's 22. That's right you said.
22.
Never ask a woman her age.
Why haven't we?
Hey,
Why
that's
haven't we
ridiculous.
started calling you Gramps?
Oh my god, we should.
It's-
I know. I just have this bad hip that keeps making me go down.
It's a bad everything, man.
it's really something.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Keelan is the baby of both the party and this in real life group.
What if we get like a device,
Always the
Pentel,
baby of everything.
you
We're
could
not putting a
attach?
shot collar.
No, not a shot collar. Like a device, like it would attach to your back, and then like if you were to get knocked down in battle, it would keep you upright, so that you would still be like, you know what I mean? Like you
Oh,
wouldn't
like he
just
falls
get
over
knocked
so
down.
it presses the
But
button.
then it would be easier to get shot with arrows. Like when I go unconscious, I want to fall down so I don't get shot from
I mean, sometimes you might. So, what if you fall in like a lake or something?
I
Or-
float.
And he's got other problems.
That ocean that you fell in when we were fighting those
So,
sharks.
so what you're saying is I should like tape like these explosive airbags to my chest and back so when I fall on them, they like do a puff of air and knock me back up,
That'd be cool. I mean, it would give me time maybe to catch you.
and then teleport me away from the rest of the healers.
I saved your life, Pantal. I saved your life.
Did save your life.
Almost didn't.
I almost didn't, but you're alive, and that's all that matters. Okay.
Almost is only good in horse grenades.
Oh my god.
So what are you guys doing this morning?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. What's on the docket? I don't
Apparently
know.
we're
Go
just
to the local
talking shit.
temple Lyceum to
there's
see if we can
breakfast.
get fixed.
There's
You guys have been
breakfast.
invited to.
Is your mom Pantal gonna make us all eat again together? Is that like a every meal type of thing?
That's what family does. They eat meals together when you're there. It's free food.
It's,
It is-
Okay, yeah, I
it's
suppose.
awkward.
It
I
is
feel
a
like
little
that-
awkward.
I feel like Magnum would have had breakfast out of respect.
Don't we
No,
always
I'm
eat
just saying.
breakfast together when we get up in the morning? I mean,
Yeah,
we
but
don't really
we're-
talk, but
Yeah, but like
Like
we
But
cook it
that's-
together. And eat
we sleep
together.
like 10 feet apart.
Yeah. We don't like go to each other's house and eat breakfast. Like it's weird.
but you're already at the house. Like, what if this
Ah.
house is just a giant inn?
We're outside the house right now.
Yeah, but we have to like walk all the way downstairs and like sit down at a table.
True. So you're just gonna walk out the second floor window to go outside, then, or you're not gonna?
I
go
mean,
down?
normally we wake up and we're
You guys hear a knock on the door, and it is Kairos. Hey, Uncle Pants. Grandma said that y'all are supposed to come down for
Don't-
breakfast.
Don't speak about pants in this party. Pants all showing.
Cool pants.
Show
I
him.
pull out the flaming pants.
Show 'em
Yeah,
the-
are you talking
show 'em
about
the
these pants?
And I
Flaming
put them on
pants.
Pantel's head like a hat.
Don't put them on my head.
Yeah, they're on your head now.
Them urine pants.
We
Yeah.
washed
Seeing them,
Did we?
Yeah,
I have
don't
made
know.
efforts to
Clean
clean
them.
them multiple points.
I remember at some point we cleaned them.
So at this outburst, Kyrus just sort of slowly closes the door.
No, Kyrus, stop.
Come
Chill,
back, come
bro.
back.
We want to show you something.
Okay.
You-
I mean, there's no water here.
We should
Who
not do this
cares?
inside.
No, we won't do it inside, but like you can still show him. Look,
I agree.
we see your magic that you did with the like folding paper dragon, and we like think it's really cool, and we want to help you out. And we have a thing that's like very similar to what you did, except more functional. You would say less terrifying, but more functional.
More
So let's go
everyday.
outside, and then Pantal can show you because I think he has it on him right now.
I was
Yeah.
a little
Let's
worried
go
that
outside for a
Astrid
second.
was gonna try and open the boat into this room.
No, but like it's the same kind of magic you're doing, and maybe we can find out who did it, so you can go and they can help you maybe improve on your dragon or find future uses if you're looking for something to study. Even like be someone in the same kind of field of interest you're in.
Think about it. Instead of a paper dragon, like a rock dragon, or like a
Fire
like a, I
dragon,
don't know,
just made
like a
of fire.
fire dragon, or maybe
No,
A fire dragon is a different kind of.
let's not talk about.
If you want fire dragon, Tin here can help you, but
Okay, you got me interested. So wait, what's this thing you want to show me?
Let's
I'll
go
pull
outside
out
and-
like the cube and let's go outside just so we
Yeah.
don't
All right.
Don't
break
break anything.
anything.
You guys do make your way outside into the courtyard again, and Kyrus has followed you.
Let's go to their pool.
Do we have a pool?
I don't know.
Not like in a modern sense, but there is like a stream that comes down from the top of the mountain that conveniently goes right next to your villa.
Sure, works good enough. Hopefully the draft's deep enough.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt it if it beaches. We'll just undo it. Like it's not gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, I've been interested in how fast this works too. So I'll take like the cube and like kind of put it on in the middle of the river, and then I'll say Farfig tree.
If you don't throw it and say boat, I choose you. We're not friends anymore.
It takes a day to reprogram it. I'll
So which password is that? The rowboat or the big one?
rowboat.
Okay. And so with almost a groaning sound of wood being put pressure on, it starts to grow and it develops into a rather large rowboat that could easily fit about 4 people and 2 large oars as well.
Ooh, it came with oars. That's nice.
There's like,
That's quality right there.
oh, that's pretty good.
Oh,
Well,
it's
if
not
you
over.
haven't seen anything yet, check out this transcendentalism.
Is that
Big
the
boat.
password?
Yes.
Okay. So with that, it takes an entire round, so it takes about 6 seconds. And so the idea of someone possibly getting crushed, they would get a dexterity saving throw. I'm just letting you guys know that mechanic because it's not like
Boom.
it's
Yeah.
like it's more like accelerated growth. So, and there before you is a good 25-foot long ship with 4 oars on either side from the lower galley, and you can clearly row it. There is a small mast, like not small, a proportionate mast, but there is no sail. And
Think
yeah,
that came-
Kyrus's jaws just dropped. And he just goes up to it, just like starts touching it and poking it to make sure it's real, and he starts walking around it as much as he can since it's in a river.
So what do you think, man?
Yeah, just
This thing is popping.
Ugh.
I
Don't-
fight the
Iris.
urge to Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah, Kyrus,
Oh,
please,
Kai.
why are you speaking this way?
Kyrus,
What are you
please
talking
talk
about?
normally.
I've never heard anyone use the word popping.
No,
It's
that
not as
mean?
cool as you think.
It's pop in. There's no G. The G's not cool.
None of it's cool.
What's
None
not
of it's
cool
cool.
with G's?
None of it's cool.
What do you got against the letter G?
Gee, it's
So
so
is every-
Giza.
No.
So is it? So this is an oud boat then, not a good boat.
No, it's a
Good boat.
cool boat.
Why not
So
just a
are-
cool boat? Get rid of the L too.
Yeah.
Get rid of the G.
Kyrus,
Dang it, you're not helping you.
Kyrus, I'm very much fighting the urge to smack you right now. Please talk like a normal person.
Please don't smack my nephew.
Yes, I agree. Don't.
Yeah, you see Kyrus sort of saddle up next to Pantal.
I'll smack Pantal too, man. That ain't gonna help you.
Yeah. Just a little warning, man. She will. She'll slap you both with the
She's done
same
it
swipe.
before.
She'll do it with the same swipe.
Look, all I'm asking, man, is we wanted to show you this because we think you're really cool. Like, show us just a little respect and try and talk like a normal person.
Oh, yeah. This is how people talk in Westgate.
What people?
I mean,
Oh,
I've
I
never been to
never-
Westgate, so keep
We've been here 5 minutes and we know that that's not true. Okay.
I've never, growing up here, did I ever hear anyone talking like this? Maybe a couple kids, but
You did, as a matter of fact. The people who generally talked like that were definitely the people who lived sort of in the slums parts of the city, definitely in the lower districts. People who did not have a very good reputation. And roll me a history check really quick, Pantal.
oh boy. That is not a great roll. What is my modifier? That is a 12, so not
12?
normal.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm great, too.
generally people who talk like this, you get the feeling that it has to do with a certain district, and originally a lot of the people from that district were from a different part of the world, and they kind of brought their culture, their dialect with them. And so people who have sort of started hanging out with them naturally started talking like them too. You can't remember. That's about as much as you can remember with that role, though. It's been a while, and you did not engage in that particular part of the city.
With my history, I don't happen to recognize this this, for lack of a better word, dialect. Do I?
Yeah, let me see what I can give you for a roll.
I'll guide myself on whatever. Even if I don't get the D4, if that's the only
Okay.
way I'll recognize it, then
I am gonna say, would any of these be better? No. There's gonna be insight, and I will let you guide yourself.
okay. Let's see. That's a 11, 15, 16.
16. Okay.
Yep. Or no,
So-
15. 15. Sorry, I can't count. 15.
15 was it generally goes by 5s with me.
Yeah.
So with a 15, you have heard that dialect very sparingly when you were growing up in Waterdeep. And you remember that your little group was encouraged to stay away because they were very tough. They were very closed off in who they allowed on their turf. And the word mafia got tossed around with that dialect a time or two.
Uh-oh.
Kai, is it?
Yeah.
Kai, what are you doing? What are you doing with these guys?
What guys?
What are you
And we're looking at
talking
a
about?
boat, Tim. Tough.
Okay, are you hanging out with the mafia?
What? No.
I inside him.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I want to.
Yes, you are.
Let's
wanna
interrogate
inside
my
him.
nephew.
I want to inside him too, if I can.
Whoever wants to, go ahead and roll.
I'm inside
I
of my
mean,
nephew.
do I have to roll though? Because
I
25.
am
because
not
I-
inside.
I don't, I
Asher's
don't
Asher's
know
just
if I
getting
should-
her smacking hand ready.
I got a 4.
Still
Kai, I'm
get it
gonna
warmed up.
tell you this right now. They're not the. I'm not gonna say that I'm not throwing stones in glass houses right now, but it's a really bad idea to hang out with them.
What's okay? Sorry guys to derail this. What's the mafia? What exactly is a mafia?
So a mafia,
Organized crime.
specifically in a family,
Yeah, it's like
Like
Okay.
think
Pseudo
Chicago
family
Italian crime boss, or like
Oh, I actually know what a mafia is.
Okay.
Astrid was asking because she's not from this.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
You
I
couldn't tell with your voice.
no.
Not Trey was asking. Okay.
Astrid is asking. Yes, Trey knows what a mafia is.
Keelan probably jumps on that question too.
Okay, for everyone, they are they say they're a family who they're a lot of organized crime, or at least as organized as crime can be. And trust me, Kai, this is actually a much less embarrassing and uncomfortable conversation that you can have with us instead of your family. So, you know.
So wait, they're a family
I'm
that
kind of his
just
family.
does bad things?
Okay, well, the
And
rest
so
of his family.
And did we get any insight on him? Me and Magnum.
What did you roll, Magnum?
I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Or was it? I rolled a 12. I got a 14.
So you got nothing, but Keelan, you get the feeling that it's not so much that he's even trying to lie. It's just the fact that you get the feeling that he has heard all of this before, and he feels like you're about to have the same conversation he's heard from his family at least several times.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear what they did? What they've done?
What, the Puticellos?
No,
Who?
not that specific family, but you know, others.
Puticellos. For those Italian viewers, I just made it up.
So
You just insulted all of our Italian viewers.
More likely the Spanish, considering the first two syllables of that word.
All 0 of them right now. Because
Technically,
not
I have
streaming.
there's no
Italian
one watching
friend.
right now.
and Connor, stop me if I go too far, but I'm gonna start making stuff up to tell this kid from what I heard
Okay.
as a kid.
You
Why
can
don't-
make stuff up.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a deception check?
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to start like spouting stuff from my backstory to say like this is why I stayed away from these folks. I'm,
Okay. I did say that you had heard of them before, so I mean that would be persuasion then, which I think you're worst
Okay.
at.
Yeah, no,
I
I-
did
I
I- no, I'm just saying like I think that I would try to use some of those stories that I've heard to scare this
I will
kid.
use the
And for the
brutish hand of slapping to assist Tin in his persuasion, intimidation,
Okay,
or
Astrid, to start this off,
whatever.
give me an intimidation roll to see how good your assistance is.
Okay.
Nat 1.
I don't.
I kind of hope
Can't-
this happens because it's going to be entertaining.
An 18.
18. All right. So Astrid, you're just
Intimidating.
like cracking your knuckles, winding up your arm, and I mean, you are pretty damn buff. So Tin, whichever role you choose, it will be with advantage with Astrid's assistance.
Okay. And so I guess just from a role play aspect, I was saying like how much can I just start spouting like, oh yeah, they cut off Johnny's feet and mail it to his mother or something like that.
That was rough, bro.
Are you making it up or not? That is the question.
That sounds more cartel-esque.
I'm trying to use backstory
Of
stuff,
course
but
it
we
is.
never went over this. So
Okay,
I'm
but are you
Stick to the Sopranos.
persuade. I'm using persuasion.
Okay,
I'm using-
there you go. Persuasion with advantage. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. Well, let's see. What's that other roll? Oh, well, one of them was a 1. The other's a 13, so that's going to be an 18.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's give him a roll.
I think that was a 13 or a 1. Okay, whatever.
Are we gonna have to take care of the mafia next? Is that like the next thing on the docket?
I'm not opposed.
I wouldn't mind smashing some mafia people.
So, Kai, you see his face get progressively paler the more detail that Tin gives about his backstory / slight embellishing. And you see that Kai does look shaken.
And when they cut his tongue out, they healed him and made him eat his own tongue. Yeah,
Holy shit.
that it tasted like chicken.
Holy shit.
How
Why
would
are
Tin
you
know-
hanging
how
out
would
with these guys,
Tin know
Kairos?
that?
Ken, why were you hanging out with these guys? Like,
Ken, how do you
I
know
was
his
scared
tongue
away
tastes
from
like
them.
chicken?
How
This
could he
I don't
taste if he
know.
didn't have a tongue?
No, they
No, they
healed him.
regrew the tongue. Healing magic is great like
I
that.
made him eat his own tongue from previous. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to cry now.
So, I mean, I don't know him all that well.
All we're saying is that you have a lot of talent, and you don't want to waste it with these folks. Okay?
I'm
There's so many
curious.
things that you can
Why
do.
are you hanging out with these folks? Like, what are they?
Well,
Your friends there? What are they offering you?
I mean, they're not. They're just a place to like hang out. I mean, I was kind of getting bullied in school for a little bit because I was the new kid, and I mean, some of the guys, they just started protecting me, and so I started walking with them and hanging out with them, and they started getting to know me. I got to know them a little bit. I've been over to their house a couple times, and I mean, it's nice.
I'm telling you this right now. They are not accepting you. They are using you.
For
Sooner
what?
or later.
well, I
For
mean,
whatever
You
they-
have all this magic talent. Like, how talented are they? Like, can they
They're
make
worming
paper
their way
dragons?
into
Have
your
they-
good graces.
Have they
They
asked
can-
you for any crazy favors?
I mean, think about it, man. Your family's like super rich. Like, if I wanted to take something from somebody, I'd take it from the rich dude.
Well, yeah, and we have all this magic, and you can do
No.
dragons.
Let's see.
You've got to.
Give him an insight check. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were role playing him barfing, and I was like, what?
No. So Kai thinks for a second, and I mean, the only thing they're doing is they're asking about our family.
Yeah.
Like,
What
family
are they
secrets?
asking about?
Starts there.
I mean, just like what people are up to, and I mean, like,
Mhm.
I mean, the one time to help with my dragon, they got me a kind of one little component that's not. I mean, it's not
Was it
perfectly legal, and I mean, they helped me get it.
is it illegal? Was he getting
And now
illegal
you owe them.
things?
I mean,
And
it's,
now you owe them, Kai.
it's not something that I could get by myself.
Did
And now
you
you owe them.
ask
What was the
your mom or
component?
dad or your grandparents to help? They can get pretty much anything.
This
Look,
wasn't
we're not
something
inter-
that they could get.
We're not interested in getting you in trouble. We're interested in fixing this so that you don't go down a path that leads you to eating your own tongue.
DM, does my insight give me any clue as to like, is he avoiding like truths about how sketchy this component might have been?
I mean,
Been pretty truthful.
he's been truthful thus far.
Okay.
What was the? This is a backstory question. What was the dynamic between Timothy and Kyrus? Is Timothy being gone a influencer in all this, or them being?
I'm gonna say, considering your backstory, you specifically wrote that you drifted away from your family. You wouldn't know this.
Okay.
But no, I mean, the thing that they got, I mean, it wasn't anything like, it was stolen, that's all. I mean, it was a part of another person's project, and it was working better than the thing I came up with, and so, I mean, now I can do that.
Well, here's an idea, man. Like, why don't you... And Pantal, you'll have to help me on this because I don't know your family and what's going on, but like, what if we set him up with the dude that made this boat, or like send him like a letter of
Send him-
something and get him hanging out over there instead of over here?
That was my original plan, was to find out who made this boat and maybe get you, Kyrus, an apprenticeship under him for a while, and maybe he'll eventually, if he's a master, he could be your master eventually if you like what he does enough.
Because I mean, things you accomplish are always better if you've done it yourself rather than.
Yeah, and I mean, if
Gee.
this component that you use, this essential, this kind of magic, whoever made this will have access to that component. You won't have the issue anymore.
And if it's nefarious component that you shouldn't have your hands on,
It was just stolen. It
guy-
wasn't a bad component.
either way, this guy obviously is legit, so he wouldn't be doing something like that, regardless.
And, because I looked it up earlier, you guys would know that this boat was made by the shop owner,
Bingo.
the halfling wizard named of Bingo Gardner.
He the one that we bought out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he owes us big time. Yeah, for sure.
He doesn't owe you.
Yeah.
Nah,
truly-
he owes us.
We're about even.
Was he ever an official master of the Lyceum, or was he just a member?
He was not a master.
But he was a member, right? Because he had the Lyceum symbol above his
He
door.
was definitely a member, but he never ascended to the rank of master.
He tried to kind of distance himself, didn't he? For the most part, like.
Because he went a different way. Like,
You got the feeling that you know that he's not a master, and that while he is a member of the Lyceum, there's maybe a little bit of hard feelings there, but you haven't really delved into it that far.
I mean, would you be interested in that, Kairos?
yeah, I mean, we know who it is now.
I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'd be willing. I mean, do you think they'd even have me?
I mean, we know the guy. He owes us a few favors, and he's over in Baldur's Gate near the Lyceum there, so you could be at the actual Lyceum and study with him. He's a member. He's not a master, but he
Well,
knows that-
Sophie's over there.
Do you think Grandma would even let me study with someone who's not a master?
I think it's more about
It's research, right?
what
Not
you want to
study.
do. Like, I
Just gotta
think
frame it right, man.
I think she'd be
research,
happier with
technology.
you studying with a non-master than with you acquiring stuff for your own study through.
And I think if you explain that
Ultimate
it's what
talent.
you want to do, she'll understand that.
I mean, Pantal, could we help him out? Could we talk to your mom for him?
I can talk.
There is a large explosion, still from underneath the house, but it is significantly bigger than any of the ones you have heard before. And the ground actively shakes. And you see a couple of tiles from the roof fall off and shatter on the ground.
So
Should
go
we
see-
check that out?
Yeah, is it Kairos? Is that abnormally large or?
That was the biggest one I've ever heard.
Okay, Kairos.
Okay, we should go check it out.
I rush over there. To
I'll-
talk to
You're
Yeah.
gonna help us figure this out, and then that's gonna help you prove that you can be self-sufficient. Okay, ready, go.
Crap! I didn't prepare Death Ward.
Oh no.
Alright. So the five of you and Kairos go make your way through the house to the familiar pathway down towards your father's laboratory. And it's time for a map.
We're gonna fight the golem.
Oh, no.
Look at that. We're already there.
Magnum was this close about asking about something like
I can't control my token.
Time to go
This
to
is-
a battle map.
Is this from an old PlayStation game?
Quite possibly.
It's like RPG Maker 2 or something like.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Alright, I need this track. Alright, music
What
has
is this?
changed.
Why
So
is
you
there a
guys-
guy hiding in a hole on the
Yeah.
I know, because it's a freaking, it's a Game
That's
Boy
the one
Advance
that
game
we
or
don't talk
something.
about.
If you see, like, there's another one right underneath where the guy is too.
Hey.
I don't know, people are popping out of the floor.
Hey.
You know what? It's a
It's
lab,
the
and it was.
mafia. They've come to steal
It's
the
the
golem.
unseen
Oh, no.
servants.
It
You
had,
can
it,
see them down here.
it had interesting
but only
dimensions,
slightly.
and so you guys come down the stairs, and you see that the familiar golem seems to have woken up, and it suddenly turns towards you, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Is it supposed to be doing that?
Do I see
I can't
my,
select my
do I see
token.
my mom or dad anywhere down here?
I don't have control of my token.
Oh,
I
well,
don't
don't,
have
I don't
control
think
either.
any of us
Oh,
do.
that's a
Go ahead.
terrible.
I'm gonna delete. Did anyone have control of their token?
I can move
I
mine.
I do.
Okay, let's.
I
see.
can't.
Half elves.
So I will just
I forgot
delete
to roll another one.
Astrid and Magnum. You guys go ahead and drag your tokens on from the character sheets.
Okay.
And roll initiative. And I need to find. Where's my
I
phone?
keep rolling crap initiative.
I rolled a good initiative for the dragon, but this one wasn't that great.
I know mine is god awful.
I went
Let's hope-
last time.
I changed dice because when I was practice throwing them, I kept rolling ones.
Yeah, I forgot to roll my dice, so I ended up doing it like during the break. And I
And I
think
feel like, now that I need these, they're not going to work very well.
dice.
I need to do it that way. Oh, I need to do that. That's why. All right. Get everyone in order. All right. So you guys are where you are. The furniture is also where it is. Astrid, you have the first go.
So, there's nobody down here that we can see, I'm assuming.
Not that you can see, no.
And we just see this.
You
Well, I guess we
see-
can't even see.
Yeah, and you see a large sort of smoking area coming from up here around this corner, which you can't technically see, but you see that's where the smoke is coming from.
Yeah, I guess go try and check it out. How far can I get? 20. So we'll go 20 to here.
Okay?
25, 30, 35, 40 over to the smoke and see
Okay.
what it's about.
It's going to get an attack of opportunity because you walked right through its attack range.
Okay.
Didn't know it was hostile, so.
No, I have no clue.
Didn't you, though?
Well,
I mean,
I
as
did, but
players, we figured it out. As characters, we did not.
Okay,
I was like, so wait.
so that's a natural
That'd be a
19. Natural 19 is probably going to hit you.
that hits.
You are going to take... You're going to take 19 points of damage. As this thing just raises its fist and just slams it into you.
Okay.
Ouch.
Anything
Ow.
else?
Well, okay, so as I'm moving away, it's hitting me. Can I
You can see
choose to
over here
remain?
that this was, it looks like some source of explosion. And there's just shattered glass on the floor and what looks like remains of a table.
Well, what I'm asking is, like, since I chose to move from this space out and it attacked me,
Mhm.
like, as it did, could I choose to not move to this space over here? Does that make sense?
I'm gonna say no, because the whole thing moving out of its reach was what provoked the attack of opportunity in the first place, and so you're kind of asking for things to not to unring a bell.
Okay. I will, in that case, bonus action rage.
Yep.
And then as an action, I will dash to just get back in its range.
All right, Pantal, it is your turn. You see this golem that your parents have been working on, and it is clearly active.
Oh boy. I know it doesn't like magic, or it's resistant to magic. So I am going to bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay. That
And
means I
I-
have to do something.
Actually, wait. I forgot to prepare spiritual weapon, so I won't. Never mind. So I not do a bonus action of any kind. I will just take a couple steps down here, pull out my longbow, and try to shoot an arrow into it.
Go ahead and give me an attack.
That is this dice. It doesn't have a dot on it. That's that. Yeah, that is a 14.
A 14. So you shoot the arrow, and this energy surrounding the golem sort of concentrates, and a lightning bolt shoots out and just knocks the arrow out of the air before it can even come close to it.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move back away, and that is my turn.
Brings us to Keelan.
Okay, so it just shot his arrow out of the sky, right out of the air.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will bonus action dash
Okay.
and hit it with my rapier.
Okay.
Okay, 21.
That is a hit.
All right. So that's one of these. And sneak attack because Astrid is there. All of these guys. Oh, that's really good. Okay, those two are bad. $23 points of damage.
Nice.
Right? That's
So your elven rapier
Yeah.
pierces through the energy, and you see it start to crackle, and you actually do pierce this thing, and you see it jolt suddenly, but it seems it suddenly rights itself right back up again. Anything
Did
else
it-
you want to do?
Did it seem like the reason, like, since my rapier's magical, did it seem like it didn't do as much as I thought it would?
No, it seemed to do damage normally.
Okay, perfect. That is everything I have.
Okay. Brings us to Magnum.
All right. I'm a run up right next to it and bonus action divine favor.
Okay.
So I added D4 to damage, and I'm gonna swing at it with
Go.
my sword. 21.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna use a second level divine smite.
Alright.
So that's 6
Oh.
slashing.
Okay.
13 from divine smite
Okay.
and 2 from divine favor.
Okay.
21 as well.
And then I swing again. This time aiming for one of the gems that you said were on it.
Mm-hmm. It's more that they're sort of littered across. There's not any like central gem or anything like that.
Okay. 16.
16, it just hits.
Cool. And this time I'm not going to use a divine smite.
Okay.
So I actually forgot to add my strength to the slashing from last time, but this
That's
time
4,
it's
I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
But that is 8 slashing this time,
Okay.
and 4 from the divine favor.
Okay. So Magnum, as you swing at this thing, you make 2 good hits, and you feel like your sword isn't doing as much damage as you had hoped, but the radiant damage is getting through.
Okay, so it's resistant to slashing.
Brings us to 10.
Okay. So, I've got an idea, but it's probably... Forget it. I'm going to run in the corner anyway, so what? I'm going to... I'm going to walk forward a second, cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself look like Lily,
Okay.
Really?
and then
Yeah.
I will step into the creature's line of sight and say, Golem, stop, to try to command it to shut down.
Yeah, nothing happens.
That's fine. With my bonus action, I will cast Hex on it and say, dang it, I thought that would work, and drop Disguise Self.
Mom, what are you doing?
Oh,
All right, and then it's Tin's turn now. It's time for the golem to go.
Oh, I also moved back here.
Okay. So first things first. Who was the worst? Either Magnum or Keelan. Let's go. It's gonna be Keelan. All right.
woohoo!
First
I'm
thing.
gonna use protection.
Okay. So the golem raises its hand just like a foot away from Keelan's face, and you hear this crackling of energy, and suddenly 7 darts of energy pop out of its hand and just basically machine gun Keelan.
Oh
Holy
god.
shit.
It's a magic
And they just hit,
missile.
right? Because it's magic missile.
Yep.
Ah.
6.
Can I uncanny dodge all of them? Is it one attack, or do I just...
Okay. I will say you can dodge all of them because it's one attack. So it was
Okay.
originally going to be 22. It's now reduced to 11.
Okay.
And now it's going to attack you with both of its fists.
Oh,
Also, dang.
probably still good to dodge this one.
Maybe.
Okay.
News casting
So one natural 19, one natural 4.
19... will
Protection,
definitely-
though.
Yeah, what does
Yeah.
protection do?
You
It's
kind of called it on
disadvantage
the
on attacks,
spell.
but I used it on the spell. So.
Okay, so it didn't actually do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Only one hits, though.
Yeah.
So, Keelan, you're going to take 13 plus... What's its modifier? I think it's plus 6. Yeah, so you're going to take 19 points of damage as its fist just slams into you.
Okay. Wow. I am bloodied.
And now we are back to Astrid.
Left.
Yeah. Bonus action. I will second wind.
Ah, yes, I forgot. I'm like, what bonus action do you have? You're already raging.
So I'll have to get 5 points back. See there. And then I'll make 2 attacks on this dude.
Go for it.
Recklessly as well.
Okay.
19 for the first attack.
So as you go into swing, suddenly the energy around it congeals and actually forms a bubble around it, and your hit is actually deflected off it. It has used its reaction to cast shield.
Give it another swing. A 17, so 2
No.
misses.
They just bounce off of this orb of energy.
And that's Astrid's turn.
Pantal,
So I'm curious, how big is this golem?
it is about 10 feet tall.
Okay, is it made out of stone?
No, it is made out of primarily metal and crystal, and you can see just bolts of electric/magical energy running, coursing through it.
Were you gonna try and stone shape this thing?
Okay, I'm going to move to here, and then, good enough, I will cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay. Do you know how to do the radius, or do you want me to do it?
It's a range. It's not an active radius. It's everyone within 30 feet at the time of casting.
That's right. I keep on forgetting that. I want
So
to
that's everyone,
Okay, well, just remember it's everyone, because...
and it's concentration for me.
Okay.
And then bonus action. I don't have any bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Okay.
I need to get some bonus.
Keelan, it is your turn. You just got pummeled.
Okay. I'm gonna whack it one more time.
Okay.
My rapier. Natural 1.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah. Yeah. I will disengage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run. This is probably dumb. 2, 3, 4 that way.
Okay.
Actually, gonna go one more.
Uh,
There I am.
Brings us to Magnum.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna attack it again with my longsword.
Okay, give me an attack.
Dirty 20.
That's gonna miss with the shield up.
Oof.
That was a natural 2, so no.
That brings us to 10. Question mark.
All right.
Text.
I will step back into position 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I will raise my staff up in a rifle formation, and I'll say, "Okay, Kairos, now's your chance. Prove that you can take care of yourself
Oh, that's right.
and help us
Okay.
not destroy your house." And then I will take 2 Eldritch Blasts at the gentleman in the crystals.
Okay.
Did he come with us?
He's kind of lingering in the doorway, looking terrified. He's like basically up on the stairs.
Let's see. So that's going to be 21 and then 23.
Both hit.
All right. So that's going to deal. Let's see. Give me the other one. Ooh, 15 on the first one, and then 8 on the second. So 20 something math.
23.
Yeah, thank you. 23
Okay.
damage.
So you let out your 2 shots from your rifle / staff, and as they hit, you see it is the golem is jolted back a foot or 2.
I didn't do hex damage.
Go ahead and roll your
didn't-
2d6.
Yep.
I just remembered as you said it.
Yeah, 10 necrotic.
Oof. All right, so as these 2 bolts hit, you see it is pushed back by maybe 2 feet, and it catches itself. And then you see the lingering energy of your spell is caught up by the electricity surrounding this thing, and you see parts of it start to heal.
Oh, dang it.
Can you heal it?
I know, I'm a healer.
You do notice
then-
that it looks worse off than before you hit, but it definitely recovered after each of the hits you gave it.
Gotcha. And then I will move back a little bit here, and then I will use 2 dice of healing on Keelan.
Oh, thank you.
So you get 10 hit points back.
He gets max full back as he's
Oh,
speaking.
you get 12 then.
Wow. Nice. My marker.
Alright.
Gonna
Let's
pat
see.
things.
So this thing... It's going to go for Magnum, because... Actually, no. Keelan, did you hit? You didn't hit.
I got a natural 1.
That's right. It's going to go for Magnum this time. So it's going to start off with another magic missile, which is an auto hit. That's 8. 10 for 18. 19. You take 26 points of force damage.
Damn.
Thing's nasty.
And then
Yeah, we all wish we could rage at this point.
going to make its 2 slam attacks against you, Magnum. That is
Good.
going to be a 22
Yep.
and a 29.
Yep.
Why was it even asked?
I'm probably gonna go down here.
That's going to be, first one is 21 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down here.
Oh man.
And the second one is going to be 17 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
And that is the golem's turn. Astrid, it is your turn.
Does the shield go away, or is it
Shield
still there?
is gone.
Okay. Well, we'll try and swing at it again recklessly. A 22.
22 will hit.
Alright, let's do that first. Rage, yes. Divine Fury, yes. It takes 10 points of slashing and 6 of radiant.
Okay. You, similar to Magnum, you notice that the radiant does go through, but the slashing damage seems to be not as effective.
Okay. And I will use my second attack to attempt to grapple it.
Okay. Let's see.
I love it when Astrid grapples things.
That are way too big for her to grapple.
It's just a paper golem, guys. Come on.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
got
can be
it.
grappled. Let's
Cut.
see. So strength will say plus.
Yep.
Okay. So it's gonna
Plus
roll-
many.
It rolled a 19. What did you get?
20.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to okay, so per grapple rules I can do it, but can I pull it back this way? Half my movement?
I will say yes, you could.
Okay, so I can move 20, but I'm just gonna pull it out of the range of Magnum over here. Just into this cubby. Yeah,
I'll say
that's
that's
perfect.
alright.
That'll work.
And we can see the unseen servant now.
I don't know what the hell that thing is. So anyone who watches the video, you want to tell me where I stole this map from? Put it in the chat. Or the comments, I guess it's YouTube. But that is Astrid's turn, and it's now back to Pantal. And I believe you've kind of lost the visual on the golem at this point.
I have. I'm going to turn to Kairos. Kairos, go get Grandma, and I am running to Magnum. Up to there, and I'm going to put a 4th level Cure Wounds.
So 35 points of healing.
Yep.
35?
Because
Dang.
it's max. Shit.
Crap.
Good spell is good, bro.
Yeah.
Anything else, Pantal?
I'm going to move back the rest of the Yeah, just back a bit. That's my turn.
Brings us to Keelan.
Oh shit, it's my turn. Okay. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm just gonna run and hit it.
All right.
Alright, we're gonna use the same dice. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know why I would do that, but 13.
13, no.
I will disengage and leave.
Okay.
Because
The hit and run tactics are shit.
yeah, I don't want to get hit again.
Magnum, you are currently prone. Wah.
Nice, Joe.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and then move over to the golem
Okay,
and swing at it again.
go for it.
Can't pull it much further, Magnum. Be careful.
That's a natural 18,
Which adds up to probably like 25 or so. That'll hit.
25. And I'm gonna do a 3rd level Divine Smite.
Ooh, all right.
So
Magnum's mad.
9 slashing.
Okay.
I think that's 4.
I'll do the math. Don't worry.
No, I'm asking like 4 d8.
48.
Oh, for no Divine Smite 3rd level, you start with 2, and so it's gonna actually be 4, which I think is what you said.
Yeah. That's not much. That's only 15.
All right.
And
It's
then
adding up.
1 for the Divine Favor. Actually, no, that dropped when I fell unconscious, so never mind.
Yeah, that would have. I should have give you concentration sign, but I forgot. Okay, that's attack number 1.
Oh, yep. Natural 17, so 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Glad I changed dice.
Clearly, that made the difference.
And I'm going to use another 1st level Divine Smite, because this thing hurts.
Okay.
But that is 7 slashing.
Okay.
And 9 radiant.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is now looking rough. It doesn't have blood.
Yeah. All right.
I'll bonus action. No, never mind. I'm good.
Okay, brings us to 10. You cannot see this thing currently.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see the edge of it?
Let's check. Whoopa. There is a wall. No, look at that corner.
Oh boy. Well, look at that.
You can see Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hit Magnum?
I mean,
Just chain lightning through him.
Oh,
sure.
man.
I will.
Don't chain lightning. This thing shoots lightning. It'll probably heal it.
Yeah.
I will give some healing to. Man, who's looking worse?
Probably Magnum.
I will give 2 more dice of healing to Magnum, so you get 12 hit points back with my bonus action,
Cool.
and then I don't know what I want to do with my action. I guess I'll just stay here and be sad.
You can always
My mag-
dash.
And then I'll do what? It's not gonna make any difference.
Be there for next turn.
Run in
can
a
do-
circle and panic.
Ah!
I'm
Yep,
about to
okay,
go
that's
down again.
Let's see.
You're at, what, 46 hit points? You should be fine.
He one
47,
shot him
but
a second ago.
Yeah, it just you want.
Well, 3-shot him.
Just dodge all the magic
second.
missiles.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
why did I think of that?
I wanted to say that I had hexed its strength checks.
Okay. So it can't move because it's
Gotta-
grappled.
Yeah, it's got to make an athletics
Yeah,
to break
it's-
it.
It's not gonna worry about that.
Mhm.
It is going to pivot for free, and it's going to face Magnum and Keelan.
Oh no.
And you see its chest start to open up, and there is this humming noise, and there is a line that hits both of you. And I need you both to give me dexterity saving throws.
I can do
Why
that.
are my family
I can
not
do that.
scientists?
That's only a 13.
And I get a +3 for Magnum, right?
Nope, I don't think you're within 10 feet of me.
Nope, you're
I'm not
just out of
within
10 feet.
Okay. Then it's a 25.
Why did you need a +3?
Really?
Well, because it would have been a 28. It would have been even better.
So Magnum, you're gonna take 30 points of force damage
Oh
as
my
this
God.
beam just blasts into you. Keelan, you are taking 15.
Well,
Evasion.
with evasion, don't I get 0?
Well, if you took 30 and you take 15, what does that logically tell you? Oh, because of evasion. Then yeah, it would be 0.
You just dodge this hyper.
Damn rogue.
Boom! I just hit the deck.
All right, but that let's see. Let me just make sure.
And then it punches Magnum.
No, that's all it can do because that's its big attack. It does get to see if it can recharge. Okay. And that is its turn. Astrid, you are currently grappled this thing, and so you only have one hand free.
Yes.
She's grappling it with one arm. That's awesome.
Got
How
it in a
strong
chokehold.
Astrid is.
She's got it in an arm lock.
So
Chokehold.
there's some kind of mechanic. I don't remember it, but am I able to subdue this thing, like pin it on the ground?
That you need a feat for that.
Yeah, that's to go to grapple to restrained.
Oh yeah, that is the restraint thing. You said it's looking like pretty rough.
It's looking pretty rough. Not
Okay.
well. It's below half. It's not rough yet though.
Blooded.
And do I get advantage when it's grappled?
No.
Or
That is-
no?
that is
That's restrained again.
Grappled only stops it from moving away.
Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, then I'll just recklessly attack it twice more.
Using
I ask all these. I ask all these questions like I was gonna do something else.
using what weapon though.
I guess I'll use one of my battle axes. I'll drop the great axe
Okay.
and use a battle axe.
Okay.
Recklessly attack. I don't know if I said that. Sorry.
You did.
26 to hit on the first.
That'll
Not my
hit.
great axe, but it's the same modifier. And then on the second is a 16.
That's a miss. As the shield comes back up around it.
And Divine Fury. So it's going to take 7 slashing and 9 radiant from the hit.
Okay.
And I'm kind of in the smoky area. Is it obscuring the vision in any? Is it like that thick?
Not really, no. Because it was probably smoking more when it first happened, but now it's been the time it took you guys to come downstairs and this battle has been happening.
Okay.
You don't need to worry
Yeah.
about line of sight.
Alright, then that's Astrid's turn.
Okay. That brings us to Pantal.
Magnum's almost dead again. I'll move up here and I will put a 3rd level cure wounds into Magnum.
35 HP.
It's not 35. That was 4th. It's now
Oh.
27. And then I will move back away. I will stay close enough in case I need to improve save.
Okay.
And I don't have any bonus actions still, so that's my turn.
Brings us to Keelan.
Can you guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run in and hit it. Right. Oh, I did the point. Right. Shaboom. There. Okay. Different die. Don't. Okay. 18.
That is a
With the
miss.
shield.
The shield comes up.
Ah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Disengage. I'm gonna stay within 10 feet of Magnum now, though. Just
Okay.
in case.
It's not a bad idea.
Why
It's just
not?
up perfectly for that fireball.
Magnum, you're muted, I think.
Now that we know it has a attack that it can shoot in a straight line, I don't think we should be lined up like this.
No, we're baiting the attack.
No,
You know.
Keelan, put yourself back.
Nice try.
Rogue feet can
hit
retcon
us-
one move every
It
time.
hit us both when we were.
I'm still gonna stay right there and swing at it though with my sword.
Go for it.
Natural 17, 24.
That'll be enough.
I don't want to burn all my spells into radiant stuff, but like I just
I
want to
do-
kill this thing.
I don't want to be that guy, but I would like to remind the DM that he has the vicious longsword or the whatever that sword
That's
is.
19, 20 crits.
That's with crits, not 19
Right.
to 20. That's
But
only.
it,
It's only
It's
on crits.
magical.
He's talking about magical damage.
It's not a magic. It's not a +1 magical.
Oh,
It's
it
just an
doesn't
effect.
deal magical damage. Okay.
does it have to be +1 to do magical damage?
It depends on the weapon.
No, okay.
Uh,
I just don't know anything about it.
I think it's more just like a serrated edge kind of thing.
gotcha.
I'm
I understand
seeing
that
what-
now.
Okay, I'm going at a second level Divine Smite.
Okay. So your damage plus 3d8.
So that's 6 slashing.
Yep.
Ooh, that's some good damage there. 18 radiant,
Ooh, alright.
and then I'm gonna hit again.
Alright. Now
Let me
we're
just
just
make
looking
sure.
rough.
Let me count off that spell. Why did it add 14? Okay. At 20, come on. Natural 16, so 23.
That'll hit.
And then first level Divine Smite. I just want to kill this thing.
I just want to hit this thing.
12 slashing,
Ooh, nice.
5 radiant.
It is still standing.
It's tough.
And I'm gonna bonus action use my 2 sorcery points to make another first level spell slot.
Okay. Brings us to 10.
All right. Here's hoping that I don't give it more juice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see it from here, right?
You can see it from there.
Awesome, possum. 2 Eldritch Blasts, please.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Alright, please nothing below a 13. Well, that's a 14 and a 7, so I think only one of them hits.
What's it with modifiers?
7 would become a like a 15.
Okay, so it's
And
plus
then-
8.
Yeah,
Okay, 14 will hit.
yeah, 14 plus will hit. I'm sorry, I was just reading off the dice. Anyway, so that's gonna be, nope. Oh, that dice went rolling everywhere. This dice, however, is gonna be 11 force damage, and then 6 necrotic damage.
Alright. Sure. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, I will. Seeing Magnum being pelted back and forth by this thing, and then seeing him pelt this thing back and forth too, I would like to see if I can take the Eldritch Blasts and sort of bounce them off of Magnum's blade, so that we can both hit this thing together. So that it's like if he plunges his sword into the creature, then my Eldritch Blast can bounce off of it and smack into its head, causing like its jaw to explode off.
You're gonna break my sword, my dude.
Yeah, this sword isn't magic.
Magnum's like, chill, bro.
So
Just because it's magical doesn't mean it can't break.
So Magnum, you lunge into this thing, and I believe both of your attacks hit. So you dug it into its abdomen, and then from nowhere, Tin comes sneaking around behind you and shoots off a laser, and it almost hits your arm. You feel like the heat across your bicep, and it reflects off your blade, and it goes into this thing's throat, and it is pushed back off of your blade and into the wall, and its eyes stop glowing.
I'm gonna make a strength save to see if I drop my sword.
Okay.
Nat 20 right there, of course.
Oh, there you go.
Right when you need it.
Hmm.
I don't
And
think you dropped your sword.
you guys are out of initiative.
I swear to God, I roll so well, except for like when I'm trying to hit something.
Before this is gone, I'm going to start healing people as fast as I can.
Yeah, so me, Keelan, and Astrid got hit.
I'm not too bad, actually.
And I'm not too bad anymore. And I
Okay.
have...
Astro's not.
So
horrible.
I have like
I will give 3
8
hit
rounds left, so I can get off like 4 first levels if we need them.
I've got 3 dice going towards Astrid, so you get 18 hit points back.
So at
Did
this
Astrid
point,
get hit? Other than that first
the
hit?
first round.
Yeah, the first...
That was the first one. It knew better.
I will
So-
give 11 to Keelan, 11 to Magnum, and 11 to Astrid.
Yeah,
Perfect.
hold on.
No, Astro's full
Hold on.
after 10.
Before y'all do all your spells, like I still have my lay on hands.
Well, he's got
But it
Beacon of
doesn't-
Hope,
It
so
doesn't
it's bad.
benefit, and I'm just burning first levels, so
Okay,
I'll just
11.
11 for Magnum, 11 for Keelan.
Okay,
Alright, and
Keelan,
I-
how you looking still?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 5 lay on hands to bring me back to max.
And as you guys are doing the healing, you hear footsteps coming down the railing, and you see Kyrus come panting like, "I can't find her anywhere." And then you hear the clicking of the cane coming actually from
From the hole in the floor.
not from a hole, not quite.
Hiding the whole time?
From a part of the room, however, you guys had not explored, and you see an invisibility spell drop, and there is your mother.
Wait, where'd you?
Was this a
Wait.
test?
Oh,
Did-
you!
Sorry about the robot thing.
Was this
That's
intentional?
Yes.
So what's up with you and your family and like illusions and stuff?
That wasn't an illusion.
All mages are like this. Come on, Magnum. Anyone who knows magic knows, like,
Well, I don't, but you know.
Um,
mainline, classical magic, should we say? Not new age magic or
That
funk
was-
magic.
That is a little bit underhanded.
All right. So, not too terrible.
It was a test. Dang it.
I say you did pretty good.
Just a test? You wanted us to beat your thing up as a test?
Well, you are trying to take care of my baby, so yes, you needed to be tested.
I mean, it
Well,
would have
that's
been a
tough.
better test if it was
But
like.
can you not almost kill Magnum next time?
I was
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, you had that beacon of hope nonsense up. He was fine.
This kind of nonsense.
I mean, if you're just gonna throw something at this level at us, like, you should just let me fight it next time. Like, just say so. I
Astrid
would have
could
fought
have
it.
done that all on her own.
I mean, just saying.
Sure.
Perhaps, but I am satisfied that you can at least keep him safe. I saw you, and she turns to Astrid, use more than just your weapons to try and subdue it, which was impressive. And she turns,
Astrid flexes a little again. Ah, well, thank you.
she turns to Keelan. Your guerrilla tactics were appropriate. And she turns to Tin. I saw how you were able to understand that perhaps your more aggressive actions may not be the best. And to Magnum, You seem to have some rather poor luck, but you pulled through with the help of your teammates.
I
To
mean,
be fair, that's usually Pantal. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks for
pretty
taking
sure,
the fall for me, Magnum, in front of my
pretty
family.
sure I'm the one that dealt the most damage to it.
This is also
did.
true.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then she turns to Pantal. You really are a cleric, aren't you?
If that's the role I'm forced to take, if there's more flexibility, I can usually help in other ways. But in this case, gotta keep my friends alive, you know?
He's a good one.
And at this point, you guys hear more footsteps, and suddenly your father comes down the stairs. Liliac, they were out of the brown sugar at the store. What in blazes happened down here?
We killed your
Golem.
robot, sir.
Not
Sorry.
much.
He runs over to the golem and starts just like palpating it, trying to see what can possibly be salvaged from this thing.
Can I
Just
go over and
ruined their
help him?
life's work in like a giant grant.
Do you see how
Oh.
rich we are and like how much magic stuff we have?
I could keep doing things like this.
So I feel like I have to ask, what would have happened if we didn't pass this test? Would you have let Pantol leave?
Kill everyone except me.
Let. I don't know if I appreciate the implication you're trying to make, young man.
Don't be
I'm
rude,
just-
Sin.
I don't mean to be rude, but it seems manipulative to force us to go into a room where we don't know what's going on, where we can't find anyone, and fight a monster robot that we think is to the death. That's manipulative.
Are you an adventurer or not?
Yeah, and I like to know what I'm signing up for.
That's not adventure at all.
Did you ever adventure?
She's right. She's right, Tin. That kind of.
Please don't ask that question, Keelan.
I want to know.
You see her
This-
swell up significantly at Keelan's question.
Unlike you, Pantol, I like moms.
I and my husband did do our stint of adventuring back in our day. But, well, now is not the time. I believe it's, I think there's still time for a late brunch, since you all missed breakfast. And with that, she turns around and starts going up the stairs.
That's just because we missed breakfast. God.
Oh, we did miss.
Wait, we get to fight every time we don't go to a meal?
Magnum didn't want to miss breakfast, but he kind of got pulled into that whole.
I need to go get our boat really quick, then I'll meet you guys for brunch.
Magnum was like up at 5 o'clock, being like, "When can I go to breakfast?"
Magnum
I'm
gets
gonna-
up early. Like, you guys should know that by now.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Kyrus and I'll say, all right, so this is an example of why you need to get your act together in order to...
So I don't turn into my grandmother?
So you don't have to fight the robots.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Prove that you can be on your own, or that you can go your own way,
Oh my god.
and then this won't happen.
yeah, just be happy Grandma didn't stick the robot on your friends instead.
But are my friends bad?
She could have sicked the robot on you. She could have sicked the robot on your friends, and they would have lost to
She
the
sicked
robot.
the robot on her son.
Pantal was
She did.
fine. And you guys
Yeah.
recall that Pantal did not get hit a single time.
Yeah,
That's just-
but
That's because I stayed far away, but
Yeah, sure.
And
that's because he wasn't one of the 3 people that went up right next to it.
Kyrus, you don't know this. Kyrus, you don't know this, but Pantal's usually the one that falls over.
I mean,
We
I
don't
do
know.
remember one solstice when he got really drunk off of like a single glass of wine.
Oh my god, tell me more right now.
Yeah, tell us every
What's he like when
embarrassing
he's
story
drunk?
you have of Pantal.
Where do you keep
Also-
the pictures?
You call him Uncle Pants. I'm going to call him Pants from now on.
Kyrus just gets a big ol' smile. And I think that is a good place to end this session.
Oh, that was a good one.
Can I go get the boat first, just so we don't have it floating out in the river?
You can have the boat back, which... Oh, yeah, there was an explosion, so you guys didn't get it. That's why.
Yeah, gotta run out, say pineapple, and bring it back.
I asked her to get her javelin, too.
That's at the bottom of the freaking hill or something.
Yeah.
So?
That hit some poor dude walking home from
We'll
work.
get down the way into
You're
town.
gonna need to... There's gonna be some rolls involved in that with your natural 1.
This javelin's more trouble than it's worth, okay?
We should.
Why don't you just not throw it at
That's what you do with a javelin, though. You throw it.
Why don't we tie a rope to it so every time you throw it, you just follow the rope to wherever it goes?
Or why don't
They
you
don't
like...
have rope, though.
It's electrified.
or,
Like, it's a
like,
giant beam
It
of
turns
electricity.
into a bolt of lightning when it's
I don't...
thrown.
Yeah, I
And
don't
so
think a
why don't-
rope would work.
Why don't you get Clyde to go get it?
I could try that. Clyde, can you go see if you can find a
out of
javelin sticking
session.
out?
Damn it. Yeah, the session's over. Like, keep going. 10 more
Not if we
minutes.
just keep playing.
Exactly. Just keep
I
talking.
play without
You
the
can't
DM.
shut it off.
All right, well, everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. If you made us this far, hopefully you enjoyed it. We're gonna we do these sessions every Sunday, so it's a weekly thing. I will try and get it uploaded. I need to talk to DM Steelax on which night would work best for the channel. I think Mondays would be good because we don't have anything going on then. But yeah, hope to see you guys again soon and keep gaming.